Okay, I'm really, really excited about both the next two pieces, but this one is way in here for me. So this is the Hoedown, which is sort of the finale from the symphonic suite, which is from the ballet Rodeo, written by American composer Aaron Copland. And Aaron Copland wrote two ballets about the American West, specifically about cowboys and cowgirls in the 1940s. And this is the second. And when he was approached by Agnes DeMille, the choreographer, and she played the lead cowgirl dancer, he was like, I'm not sure that I want to write another cowboy ballet, because he wasn't sure he wanted to be stamped the cowboy composer, which is understandable. But it actually ended up being really brilliant, because she said, it's not just another, you can write whatever you want. This is going to be different. It's going to be your sound. So he's like, yeah, I'll do that, fine. So he, between Billy the Kid, which was the first ballet that he did, and then Rodeo, he basically solidified and stamped in time, irrevocably, the sound of the American West from the symphony orchestra. And it could never be undone. Every composer that followed him that wrote music for something about the American West had to follow his idioms, his ideas. And he basically did this by taking very, very American things. He took several folk songs by this Kentucky fiddler named William Stepp. And William Stepp was born in the 1870s, and he grew up playing the fiddle, which is just the violin, but you hold it down here. And William Stepp learned these folk tunes from his Irish-American immigrant parents and family and cousins and uncles and everything. So you have these immigrant folk tunes from across the ocean, which is very American, but played in the Dust Bowl for fun, folk tunes around the fire. And he recorded these songs, William Stepp recorded these songs in 1937 for the Library of Congress. You can hear these recordings of these three specific folk tunes. One's called McLeod's Reel, one is called Gilderoy, and the other one, anyone, the third one? McLeod's Reel, Gilderoy, come on. Bonaparte, there it is, Bonaparte's Retreat. So these folk tunes, he recorded them for the Library of Congress, and you can just Google them. If you Google, like, you know, Gilderoy and Bonaparte's Retreat, William Stepp, you'll hear the recordings. They're cool, they're old and scratchy, and you can hear him talking on it. But Aaron Copland listened to these and took them out of an American folk song book in the early 40s, and he wanted straight up American folk tune music. So he lifted these melodies and rhythms and put them right into his music, and he blended them with his other favorite thing in the world to write, which was strong fourths and fifths, perfect fourths and fifths, which happened to be the open tuning of all of our stringed instruments. In fact, Jennifer, if you can play the open tuning of your strings, just kind of play the four notes. These are perfect fourths right here. Awesome. And then Lisa, if you can play your open, these are open fifths right here. Beautiful. And Aaron Copland liked these intervals a lot. They're all over his music. So he took his favorite intervals, including playing them really loud and aggressive, and he mixed them with these American folk tunes, and he put them in a big dance. And then that was it. It could not be undone. That was the sound of the Old West. And everyone copied it. All the 1960s filmmakers that made all the spaghetti westerns and their Italian composer friends who wrote all the music for that, they had to do it, because they wanted to write their Italian romantic music, and they're like, no, it has to sound like the Old West. It has to sound like that. And they played them Hoedown, like, oh, okay, it has to sound like that. And then John Williams did it when he wrote the music for the Cowboys. It had to sound that way. So everything since then, Aaron Copland is the fault. It's his fault, all of it. And it's fantastic. Okay, so I really hope you enjoy this, because I love it. Clearly.